Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play Death by Fire. It's another Yandere game, so let's get on and get to it. Let's start it. I hastily roll over and sit up to turn the clock off. I sighed. Despite the living green waving in front of my eyes, there's no way comforting heart. Monday morning. I lifted the quilt, taking the cell phone to check the time. Damn, I forgot I had a morning meeting today. I mean, for me, I work in the morning, so I'll probably be already up. Heck, I would be fired when Why are these kinds of things always happening to me? Yes, my life can be summarized as a whole mess. My supervisor just phoned me last Friday saying if you plan to keep being as uninitiative as last times, they don't blame me for firing you. I still remember his overbearing attitude. What's worse is I have to get home a few weeks later. What a havoc. I don't get it. Why are my parents always comparing me with their sons and daughters? The sons and daughters of my relatives. Am I really that useless, as they say? Yeah, if they compare me to my cousins, I'm like, at least I didn't drink gasoline. Which my cousin actually did. He lived. But he drank gasoline. Time to get up. I got in my slippers and started brushing my teeth quickly. There's no food in the kitchen. I grabbed my bag and opened the door. I'm starving. I'll detour to a 24-hour convenience store and get some breakfast. I walked with empty eyes. There seems to be no big issues enough to go back. Then, why are they calling me? Me acquaintances that I've known have not gone back for years, and they're only me who gets back often and gets nagged. Dying alone, I hit the telephone pole by accident, not paying attention. At the same time, I heard footsteps coming to a halt. Hell, I stopped walking and pressed where I just hit. It hurts as hell. It hurts. This route isn't often taken. With those inhabitants already moving out, how could there be footsteps just a while ago? Which normal guy would wake up at about 7 a.m. to take a walk and go by a place that's deserted? I listened again carefully. No footsteps. Was a mistake due to not being fully awake yet? Probably not. Whatever. I better hurry up to get some breakfast and go to work. I quickened my pace. Was it really a mistake? Would it be a stalk? Would it be a stalker? Turned my head, only seeing nothing. Whether there really is someone or not, taking a large street or avenue should be safer, since it's going to be brighter. I turned my phone and looked at the time. It's 7:30 already? Just buying all the ingredients I need during this period and put them in the refrigerator before I go to the office. Since I'm late already, I thought to myself desperately. Let me consider, what kind of food should I buy? I haven't come down with anything yet. Guess I should roam around first. Buy some fruits and vegetables. Perhaps I need to buy beverages, something like pasta. Buy some fruits and vegetables. How strange. There's clearly no one around here, but I kept hearing a sense of being watched. Am I thinking too much? Fine. Go check out. After choosing the food I want, I go to the counter. The one at the counter is a black-haired woman. Green-purple pupils, slightly curly back hair, and a small mole in the corner of one eye. Is she a new cashier? I've never seen her before when I've been shopping here. Depends on the time you shop. $10 in total. Thanks for coming. She gets to sit down, though. I heard her say to the customer in front of me, "Hello, this is all I want to buy. May I have the total price?" She has to scan it first. I asked quietly. She noticed me, shoving a beam of a smile immediately. $15. Need any packaging? I nod, watching her put the food into the bag and handing it to me. Was it my illusion? She seems to have touched my hand softly. With that in mind, I walk out of the supermarket. Is the weather this scorching today? I felt drips of sweat tracing down my chin. I felt dizzy. It's all right. No normal person can survive 3 nights in a row. I want to hurry home, accompanied by a nice sleep. I walk on the stairs of the residential building. It won't be long before I can enjoy a hot, steaming food, thinking about that happily if I extended to my pace unconsciously. I noticed that the walls inside the building are covered with lots of graffiti. I have never looked closely at them before. Are they all done by the same rebellious high school students perhaps? Or are they performance artists in the street? I don't know, nor am I interested. However, there's something new drawn on the walls today. No, I wouldn't call that graffiti. Childlike handwriting, zigzags, are out some intangible words. I love you. As if also being afraid to be seen by someone, they roughly covered it with thick, dark paint. Oh, it's right here. A sense of disgust rose from the bottom of my heart. Is that a prank? It isn't funny at all. It gives me vibes of those serial killers who cut out words from the newspapers to create anonymous letters to foreshadow death. Thought that was a ransom letter. Or in Persona 5 cases, the calling card. What mood killer. How am I the one who saw that? Whatever. There's no need to care about it. That's probably not written for you. Perhaps it really is a prank, my brain told me. Surprisingly, in the sense of discomfort, I opened the door with a key. Should be my key. What? What is that? A while before, what indeed happened to me? There's only darkness in my field of vision. Someone knocked me out of this field of view. I went on a cold floor, slowly raising my head and opening my eyes, forcing my eyes to get used to the dim light around me. What comes into my eye is a gloomy basement, television in place right in front of me. A very old television. What the heck is this? Did I fall asleep by accident? So am I dreaming right now? A gust of wind blew at me, letting me realize this is no concussion at all. I'm fairly soaked with sweat, with a high body temperature. Maybe I'm having a fever? Wait, my hands. My hands are all tied up with two robust ropes, making them unable to budge. Good, very good. I thought with gritted teeth. No matter who the hell kidnapped me to this place, I now freaking want to go home, enjoy aroma emitting food, and sleep until the end of the world on my soft little bed. I tried to move a bit and discovered a bag of ice beside my hands. Seems like it fell from my forehead accidentally when I passed out. If I'm kidnapped, then how do we explain the bag of ice? As far as I know, no criminal takes care of their victims in favor of that kind of heart. Suddenly, the television in front of me lets out a screeching sound and starts to play some kind of old 90s children's show. I froze. What does this mean? You don't like it? A cold, coarse voice flew into my ears. I prepared that especially for you. I turned around. In the dark, half squatting, a young teenager with black hair that slightly dyed blue. This may be a bit inappropriate to call him an adult. Better. It's maybe a bit inappropriate to call him an adult. He has no difference with normal teenagers in look, and his body, that's still growing taller, seems pretty slim and tall. Half his face is covered by a mask, making me unable to see him right side clearly. Now I see the mask. Is there something on my face? He suddenly said, interrupting my thoughts. From what he said, he did have something on his face. What is that? My brain stopped thinking. Blood? Why is there blood on his face? There's blood on my face, isn't there? He speaks emotionally. He admitted. Sorry, I thought I had already wiped that out enough. Did I scare you? As if it wasn't long before he just learned how to smile. The covers of his mouth came up a little, but in his stare lingers a sense of gloom, which makes him seem unnatural. Ask him why he did such a thing. Ask him where the blood came from. Where did it come from? I said, while trembling. There's a man spinning around your house at your door. I cut his limbs off. Do you want to take a look? His words are followed by a slightly painful smile. I became silent. This air seemed frozen. This kind of silence made me feel unbearably uncomfortable. There's a cold sweat dripping from my forehead. Did my response make him displeased? Would he kill me? It's fine, he said with a gloomy face. My gaze moved towards him. I said it's fine. I will let you recall it. Also, in your life afterwards, you can only spend time watching me. Do you understand? What do you mean? The blood throughout my body seems frozen. Staring from the beginning, which has him talking about. What has he been talking about? I couldn't even understand a word. In the time following, I would take care of your food and living. You just stay here with nothing needed to do. Tell me what you need and I'll bring it back for you. He ignored my question and kept talking by himself. Pausing a bit, he spoke again. Do you like that animated show before? Speaking, he looked at me with a bit expected expression. Like, good to know. He seems to be relieved and very happy. So now, I'm going to loosen the loops for you. Speaking at the same time, he opened the dead knot tied to my wrist. Don't move. Beating it. Seeing me not resist, he stared at me for a moment, then raised his hand to pat my head robotically. No matter what, you call me arson. It's already late outside. Sleep. I will buy some daily necessities tomorrow. I ignored him. The boiling heart of the fever seared my sea of consciousness like flames. Within a short period of time, I drifted into sleep and dreams. Good night. I need to have a good dream. Perhaps I need beverage or something like pasta. That's strange. There's quite no one around here, but I keep having a sense of... Okay. Go check out. Let's see how much we had this time. $15. Okay, it's always gonna be $15. Now we're just gonna ask him what he did such a thing. My voice was trembling. Why did you do such a thing? The corners of my mouth dropped down after hearing my words. You didn't remember me? Why would I remember you? I also don't know you. I became more puzzled. He blinked his eyes several times, but he didn't say anything. The air seemed frozen. The kind of silence made me unbearably comfortable. There's a cold sweat slipping by my forehead. Did my response make him displeased? Would he kill me? It's fine, he said with Grimmy's face. My gaze moved towards him. I said it's fine. If you don't recall. Also in your life afterwards, you can only spend time watching me. Do you understand? Let me go. Was it a joke? Is it kidnapping me? Taking away one's normal life. How could he keep that comedy? I refuse, he said, using that emotionless stance. The stare. What you done is kidnapping. Weren't you tired of your life those days? I thought you'd like that. He flashed some kind of unusual, somehow rich smile. Pausing a bit, he spoke again. Do you like the animated show before? Speaking, he looked at me with expression. Dislike. But you obviously liked it in the past. He murmured a sentence with a small voice lowering his head. What? I didn't heard it clearly. Nothing. He said swiftly raising his head. How about I'm going to loosen the ropes for you? Speak at the same time. He opened the dead knot, tied to my wrist. Don't move. Attack him. The moment my wrists go free, I kicked him fiercely into the lower abdomen, then used all my strength to flee towards the opposite direction. He seemingly didn't expect me to do this. Feeling some distant pain, he frowned and let out a whine. I forgot that I'm still having a fever, thus running with full strength would only exchange the fate of being caught. Damn, God bless me. I kept playing in my heart. The next second, everything turned black and I fell to the hard ground. My ankles were held by a cold hand. Cold sweat traced from my spine to wrist. What are you doing? Where are you going? And Moshe's colorless voice went into my ears, colder than before. My lips kept trembling. No sound could come out from my throat. I thought you would understand. You could understand. I had been looking for you for a while. For a long, long time. Could you imagine how happy I was when I saw you? I wouldn't have high expectations of you falling in love with me right now. However, I really thought that we could at least have a good start. So now, let me create that perfect beginning. Ending one, perfect beginning. And that was Death by Fire. If you like my content, subscribe, help out, and comment below. I'll see you guys next time.